What's going on, YouTube? This your player partner, dude, Rennie Bo, man. I'm back at you with another video. This one's better than the other one. Well, at least I try. You see what's going on, man. We trying to see what's cracking up here in Sacramento, man, as I like to call Macramento, a.k.a. South Sac, Iraq. You understand? It's where I reside at. But we finna get into this. Hey, before the content start, man, I need you guys to press that like button and push that subscribe button too, man. And do your part of the favor, man. Tell your peoples about this channel if you think they'd be interested in this old kind of stuff. Or if there's anything else you would like to see, man, hit me in the comment button. Tell me, hey, Rennie Bo, why don't you get in a little bit of this and a little bit of that? And if I'm feeling it, man, I'm going to try to do my best for you because I'm here to please, not to tease, man. Like I say, this is your player partner, dude, Rennie Bo, and we coming at you with another video, man. Let's get into the content. I'm not trying to hold you up too long, but speaking of Sacramento, man, I want to say, from my experience being out here, man, you know, it's a cool place to raise your kids and shit. You know, start a family and a career. I'm lying, man. You know, you can't do that where I'm staying at. You probably got to move up outside Sacramento somewhere. You know, I mean, all right, in Sacramento, you can go over there by Winding Road or Sunrise. Still kind of crazy by Sunrise, but it says some parts over there. It's cool. But if you want to be out here in South Sac, Iraq, or in the P, or DPH, we like to call the deepest part of hell, or West Sac even, nigga. Shit, Rancho, Valley High, all that is crazy. You don't want to live out that way, man. So anyway, without further ado, man, we finna get into this content. And don't forget to push that like button and that subscribe. Thank you. Good looking, Big Rick. I think you did that. But all right, we out of here. Let's get into it.
$2,000.
Well, Sacramento Metro Fire is putting out a warning after several water rescues along the American River over the weekend. In one case, a woman lost her life. On Saturday, officials say that the 24-year-old woman was with her family at the time in the Clay Banks area when she waded into some deeper waters, and the river's current pulled her under, and that carried her downstream. The rescue crews on scene pulled her out, but they say it was too late. Sac Metro crews also responding to two other rescues downstream from the Arden Footbridge. One, a raft punctured by a log, leaving 5 people stranded out on a small island. And then in a separate incident, a family of 6 got trapped in the same area. And then there was another incident yet where 9 people floating downstream were pulled into a tree. This was near River Bend Park, and 3 were able to swim to safety while 6 had to be rescued by the fire department. All of them were wearing life vests.
At this time, we brought you the tragic story of a woman who was pulled from the water and died at a local hospital. Well, the story on the river tonight is less tragic, but another example of the dangers that are out there. Fox 40's Cedric Hood joins us live from the American River, where rescue crews rushed into action again tonight. Cedric.
Yes, Dennis, it was a very emotional day. I saw this rescue happen with my own eyes. Very emotional. 8 people were rescued, including 2 pregnant women and 2 children. And one thing is for sure, if you're going to be heading to the river this summer, make sure you wear a life jacket. A scary moment for several families floating down the American River Sunday evening when rapids took them by surprise.
I'm just glad they got my family safe, dude. Honestly, I'm thankful for them, for sure.
Brandon said he's familiar with the river, but tonight was different.
Yeah, bro, I grew up in this river since I was a little kid, and they've never been in this situation.
His brother, who was also rescued, says his life jacket wasn't just a recommendation, it was a lifesaver.
Wear your life jacket. If you wouldn't have had my life jacket on, you know, then we could have probably drowned. So the life jacket really saved us in that scenario.
Sac Metro Fire says this scene could have ended much worse. They credit their training and quick response for bringing everyone to shore safely.
So fortunately, this was a great outcome. The men and women of Metro Fire, we train and practice this regularly.
But even with training, officials say too many people underestimate the river. And when trouble hits,
I got one kayak.
There's no time to think.
And make sure everybody has a life jacket on and they're not just sitting on it or holding it, because at times of an emergency, everything goes flying and you're searching for stuff. So
8 people, including kids, pulled to safety this evening. Hugs and tears as they made it back. Fire crews say groups this size need to plan ahead, know where the rapids are, and never float alone.
Commonly this time of year, we see a lot of people enjoying the river, and sometimes they haven't been on it, or they don't recognize the appropriate tools and equipment to have to safely navigate this.
And you heard it there from Sac Metro. Wear a life jacket, simple as that. Live at the American River covering local news that matters, Cedric Hood, Fox 40 News.
Well, in Oakland, a man is in jail after being connected to a smash and grab robbery at a South Sacramento jewelry store. Investigators say Leo Smith is connected to the $1 million heist. They say he was at least one of 8 people that hit the store on Stockton Boulevard and Orangevale Avenue. One person sprayed the security guard with pepper spray while another held the door open. The display cases were completely smashed, and investigators are still trying to figure out who the other suspects are.
Right now, an investigation is underway in Sacramento County. Deputies say a teenager was dropped off at a gas station with a gunshot wound to the head. Deputies say another teen was with the victim when they found them near El Camino Avenue and Bell Street last night. It's unclear how the second teen is involved, but deputies say the shooting happened a few blocks down from the gas station near Howe Community Park. Investigators say neither teen is sharing any information.
Where we don't even know if he was on foot, if he was shot while in the car. Again, still got to piece it together, and they're going to have to do it the long way, unfortunately, right now, and just really reverse engineer this whole thing.
Teenager who was shot is expected to be okay. Deputies have not released the name of the victim or any suspect information. Investigators say they're still working to figure out what led up to this shooting.
Batting gangs in Sacramento County. There are nearly 50 active gangs in the area, and even some that law enforcement aren't aware of, at least not yet. And every day, deputies with the Sacramento Sheriff's Office gang units are working to cut down on the crime associated with street gangs.
KCRA 3's Jason Marks was given an exclusive glimpse into that unit and shows us how their work never ends.
I'm Detective Tahir Jones.
I'm Steve Hernandez. I'm with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. I'm a gang detective.
Detective Steve Hernandez joined the unit 5 years ago.
A lot of our cases will just spark from something we may have found online.
When he and his partner Tahir Jones aren't serving warrants.
I'm looking for guns, Dracos.
They're busy scouring social media.
But I'm looking for anything that's illegal.
Gang members routinely use the internet to promote themselves and intimidate others.
It's called net banging, is the phrase they'll use for it. So they'll basically try to flex on their rivals.
All you Billy here, dog.
They say it's a full-time job.
How big is the gang problem in Sacramento?
I think there's a big gang problem in Sacramento. I really do.
Jones and Hernandez live and breathe gangs.
We have thousands of active gang members in Sacramento County.
Armed with the intel, the gang unit hits the streets.
We know that a lot of the youngsters like to come here, and if they are here in large groups, they're usually armed.
The goal is to be proactive.
Gang 36, vehicle stop.
Looking for possible gang members who might be up to no good.
Hey, Sheriff's Office, can you roll the windows down and turn the car off, and I'll tell you what's going on?
They know when gang task is riding around. They know generally what we're driving.
And those efforts are paying off. Last year, the unit took 479 guns off the streets and made nearly 200 arrests.
And this is already popped off a little bit, so usually I'll just take a look, make sure there's nothing hidden in it.
This is all happening as departments around the country are getting rid of gang units.
What is the perception of gang units right now in America?
I think the perception, I think overall, people would say that it's negative. I think that they believe gang units are out there just to target certain communities and just to put people into jail. This is the handgun. that was recovered.
Several departments have disbanded gang units for fear of racial profiling and accountability.
That's it, right over here.
But it's a different mindset in the county.
Literally, we have shootings over here and we have issues over here. That's why we're over here.
The sheriff's gang unit believes going after gang members of any race is the key to cutting down on senseless crime.
I think that we are a unit that does target gang-related crime and gang activity, but it's a job that has to be done because it really affects the overall quality of life for the community.
For photojournalist Jack Noonan, Jason Marks, KCRA 3 News.
Detectives believe that work is paying off. So far this year, there haven't been any gang-related homicides in the county, and they say that is extremely rare.
Chapter 3 is over a deadly crash in Sacramento. A light rail train and somebody riding a scooter collided. This happened around 1:45 this afternoon near 19th and T Streets.
KCRA 3's Andres Valle is live at the scene with what happened. Andres?
Yeah, Lisa Curtis, let me just step out of frame here and show you exactly what we're seeing. So that's that light rail that did hit that person that was on a scooter. Now, according to Sacramento police, all we know is that it was an adult male. So again, thoughts and prayers are with the family of this man who was tragically killed by this incident. According to Sacramento Regional Transit, we're told this happened right around 1:40 p.m. when this man was riding a scooter across the tracks. It appeared that he may have been wearing headphones of some sort and that he didn't hear the sirens or the flashing lights of the crossing here at the light rail, and of course he was hit by that light rail and he was pronounced dead on the scene. So as you look over on Livecopter 3, you can see kind of this entire train stopped in the middle of the tracks here between 19th and T Streets. Now, Regional Transit says the blue line will be out of service for the remainder of the afternoon and maybe into the evening between 13th Street and City College stations. So again, if you are watching this or if you know anybody who does use the light rail, try to shoot them a text, tell them to have alternative plans to get to and from where they need to be, because back out here live, we're still kind of dealing with the early onset portion of this investigation here, and Sacramento police are handling this investigation. We've asked them how old this person was, were they actually wearing those headphones when they were on that scooter. Again, this is just a tragic loss of life here, and our thoughts and prayers are with that victim's family. But we'll be watching this throughout the rest of the evening. In case you do have to travel through this area of Midtown, you want to be prepared for a little bit of traffic too, heading southbound on 19th Street and potentially northbound on 21st Street. We're reporting live here in Midtown. Andres Valle, KCRA 3 News.
All right, thank you.
He was a really joyful person.
He was like a vibrant, cheerful, loving guy. He was happy all the time.
He was a very hardworking student, very lovable person, kind person.
It's been an emotional few days for those who knew Ritik Gupta.
I'm not sure if the cameras, the lenses, they can see or not, but I'm holding my back self right now from tears.
Especially for those who worked with him.
In our language, we say Paji, that means brother or big brother. It's tough when you work with somebody and you see him on a daily basis.
The 21-year-old was killed after being hit by a light rail train while riding a scooter in Midtown Sacramento on Monday. His boss, NJ Mon, says it happened after he finished his shift at Mountain Mike's Pizza. NJ describing Ritik as more than just an employee.
All of my employees here are like family members. And he would literally just come there and just talk to me in the office.
Ritik's friends say he financially supported his family back in India.
Everything he was doing right now or planning to do was for his family only. He never thought about himself.
That's why they're now raising money to bring his remains home to his family.
I want to make sure that he gets home as soon as possible, as safe as possible, so that his family can see him one last time.
And through the pizza he once made, his boss is donating a percentage of his sales to Ritik's family.
So they don't feel like their son's life was just gone and it was for nothing. We just want them to feel like there's people out there that are going to help them.
Andres Valle, KCRA 3 News.
NJ plans to hold an all-day fundraiser on Sunday to again help cover the cost of returning Ritik's remains to India. And they're also planning a vigil for Sunday night.